Hey folks, I'm Sir Vainglory, and welcome to part 2 of my campaign in Attack at Dawn. This is the 1941 campaign, playing as the Axis. And on the first day of the campaign, we attacked a small British force at Mersa Brega. They did have a couple of units left here when we left off last time. They seem to have disappeared. I guess they've surrendered. We've taken very few casualties. That's not how you find it. Let's go up to information. Yeah, actually. So it looks like those other units might well have surrendered. One of their tank battalions managed to get away. But you can see hardly any losses on our side. 5 tanks. Did they really lose 5? 20 tank guns. And we don't have any more information. So this doesn't look to be dynamic. Still showing the British outpost around there. And no sign of any significant damage here. Each of these represents a company. And if you lose one, it turns red. Lost strength 0.1. Lost strength 0.1. Okay, so I guess the little X here signifies under strength. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, let's just escape. Right, so we've got German forces here. This Italian division we brought up via Berresuera to try and cut off the British retreat, which they did reasonably effectively. As I said, the one tank battalion managed to, well, it routed long before these guys got into position. And we've got a 2nd Italian division, just an infantry division down here. So, I'm going to actually go for real-time mode this time around, give that a try. But first thing I want to do is we'll send our Italian division forward this time in advance. So this is one of the light tank battalions. I'll need to start the day's action first. Right, so I want to get this division out in front, then we'll bring up the Germans in behind. I guess our next objective is going to be Agedabia, the airfield there. We're not heading across there. Although having said that, we could, because that would be one of our next objectives. Our main objectives are the port here at Benghazi, and you saw the other one probably over here at Mecheli. That's the 2 main victory objectives for us. Right, so anyway, just a headlong charge up this road, I guess. So start off by, starting the turn. Let's split you. And give me the tanks. You move up to here. And you can go there as well. Bring the heavy tanks up. Let's split you. Bring the infantry. No, you should be heading up there. Bring you in there. I think we'll put the heavy tanks in here. And send you there with the anti-tank guns. Infantry can stay back there. I could send Ulf Klarung forward, but I don't think we will. We can go ahead though, and then we'll bring again the tanks. Split off, please. Give me the tanks. You're not going to do that. Okay. Let's unpause. And what speeds can we do? Times 8, times 16, times 4. Okay, leave it in times 16. Oh, and that's why they can't move, because the British troops are still here. I thought they had surrendered overnight. Let's split you. We'll split you. Move one down there. Split you. Bring you back here. And we'll send the infantry here in. That should help out. Yeah, so we definitely want to push the Italians on. I'd actually... Well, I can't slip past here until we've defeated the British. So I'd like to pull the Germans out and use these guys to mop up the remnants there, but we're not going to get to do that. Okay. So yeah, we don't want the Italians probably going too far ahead on their own. Fair and low morale, fair morale there. And you're actually moving out. I suppose we could speed up a bit now that we know that we've got this combat going on here. And to me as well, bombard there. The Italian artillery is probably going to be too far back here. You attack there? No. We'll bring you forward. To split you again. Bring you into there. Move up here. And you could move into there. Okay, we've got some movement happening up here. These guys, one of them's routed. Royal Northumberland Fusiliers, that leaves their artillery on its own again. There's always a chance that the tank battalion that we saw disappearing up here might come back. Let's clear the road so that the tanks can get past here. Ah, there they are. They're staying put. Could you actually stop heading there? Let's have you split. Anti-tank guns can move in there, and split you as well. Move the tanks up and support. So I don't have many, only 11 tanks left. Fair morale, we've got 54 tanks. Even though it's Italian light tanks, these guys don't want to hang about. Okay. So they're just moving backwards and forwards. I'd like to move you through there, but I don't think we're going to get the chance, given the way they're shuffling around like that. And then they're moving again. Yep. Right, so those tanks have moved off. And they're sending in a strike against these guys, it looks like. Let's get the light tanks there on the move. And again, split you off. Try and bring the medium tanks up there with that infantry in behind. Anti-tank guns, just move one forward. You up to there, You in there. And the artillery, we'll wait until everyone else has moved on, and these guys haven't actually routed, they're not retreating. Okay, but no, you go in there, sorry. You come in here. Right, they have moved. Let's get you actually to start pushing through there. And I'll split off the 88s, put you down there. And then we'll start to bring these troops up. Let's move those guns down there. Start bringing everyone here forward. Right. I wish you would just surrender. You come back in. Let's try and get rid of these guys once and for all. Up here they've routed again. They've lost 7 tanks. We've not lost a single tank. Okay, we'll keep pushing on then. Let's have you out to the flank there. You get up there with those infantry. Bring the artillery up. You try and move in there. These guys are going to get there first. You move up to there. In fact, if you could do that, that'd be better. It's 8:15 already. 3 hours we've been at this trying to wipe those guys out. Let's send out some recon. Let's see what lies ahead. There we go, finally got 1 unit to surrender. These guys are going to come in there. Looks like we've lost more tanks there. Or another tank from here. Definitely going to try and get these guys on the move before they can come back in. Okay, in you go, in you go. Where's our recon? There it is. Let's continue moving you forward. There we go. Stay where you are, they should surrender. And I'm not going to be able to slip any guns past, but I could move you down there. Come on, hurry up and die. Or hurry up and surrender even. Yeah, so they're not even fighting back. Surprised they're still around. British recon heading down. Theirs is on its way. So we've got the routed 3rd Hussars. And what else? There we go. 5th Royal Tank Regiment. And the King's Dragoon Guards. Okay, not very much there at all. So, what's the supply situation like? Just noticing, oh yeah. 5 hour round trip for supply. 1 hour until the next one. In fact, 10 o'clock should be when we get our next supply. So they should be in a good position. In a couple of minutes, actually. Down here, we are done. And you should all be in good enough supply there. Right, you're still waiting for supply. Right, we'll leave you where you are for now then. Ah, there's a supply just ticked in. Okay. Let's send the light tanks forward to there. You follow up behind, and we'll have you come up to there for now. Let's get you on the move, followed up by you, and yeah, then you. 88s. Why can you not move? Okay, you can't move either. You're in supply. Is it just because because the way is blocked, maybe? I'll let these guys move off and then we'll try that again. No. Interesting. Let's pull you back through there. The recon's on its way back. I don't want the Italians being too far ahead. There we go, we can move now. Get you forward as well. If you head up to there. Right, how are we looking? So again, come, yeah, slightly further forward. I want you down there. What's in here? This is our right, okay. We want you with your guns actually, I think up there. No. Over on that sort of side. We'll have you up here. You up to there. You are on the move. Very slowly. You'll get there. And I think we'll send the Germans out in a flanking manoeuvre this time, so we'll bring you to here. And then you can pause for a bit. You up to there. Bring you next. Then you can be there. Yep. Okay. The 88s had been left behind, and if we're up against British tanks, we'd rather have the 88s available. So let's clear the road of this infantry and let the 88s take priority. What's the supply situation like? still 5-hour round trip here and there. You get good supply. How long was that? 3 hours until the next supply arrives. I think I want them fully supplied before they set off. So yeah, we'll let them pause. We'll let the rest of the division catch up, and then we can bring them forward. Let's have you head up to there, you there. Split you, bring the infantry up, and artillery in behind. How are you for supply? You're good enough. Let's bring the light tanks off there. You up here. Did want you through there after all. Okay, let's speed things up a bit. Let folks get organised. And we'll send our medium tanks forward with our infantry support. Send the light tanks up. You head up through there. You're still waiting on supply, 1 more hour. Okay. Something that's been suggested as a change to the game was that once you've spotted units with your recon, some sort of indicator stays in place rather than they just disappear and you have to try and remember where they were. But in this instance I had a fairly good idea where the enemy were. Wait, launch everyone in at the same time. You supplied. Not quite yet. It should happen any moment. How are you guys looking? You're also still waiting for supply. You've got 2 hours before the next arrival. You, why are you not going? No, you're not going there. I need you off the road. I think that is the reason why we can't pass through even allied units and different formation. So you actually just stop there. We'll let them get out of the way and then we'll use the road. Up here, let's send these guys in. Send the light tanks up. And we'll split these guys off and send the infantry up as a reserve. And let's get them on the march as well. We'll call in a strike on the tanks. And we'll get a fire mission in on them as well. Okay. See how we go. Down here. Let's have the 88s up there and you here. Are you supplied? You are. Right. In that case... No, don't do that. You head up there. I don't like that route. Come out of there. Not the best, but I'll live with it. You head up there too. And you should be fine just to go that direction. And then we'll bring you up. Again, we can't get through the German units. Okay, it's interesting that the medium tanks here are choosing to shoot at the armoured cars. Target them instead, please. 42 tanks. We've lost one tank. There. I can't select them around there, so let's have you come down to there instead. You're reloading, so we'll move you up to there. The strike's on its way in. Armoured cars are on their way. Let's bring our Italians up here now. Fair morale. Down to 34 tanks. Got 52 there. I really like the King's Dragoon guards here to pull back so that I can get my light tanks in there as well. I could all send them down into the rear. You keep on moving, you're going to head up like this. Cut off the supply. Yeah, okay. You're still on the move. Almost there, then we'll get you into action again. They're down to low morale, just so are they. And actually, I think, once you get in there, pull out from there. And if you swing around, you try and get in behind them as well. These guys are routed. Down to 24 tanks. Actually, where is the... Is it I can't remember which regiment it was. The 3rd Royal Tank Regiment? The routed one from before. That was down there. You push into there. They're going as well. Let's try and have you drive forward in a straight line. You head up there instead. Right. You stay on the road if you can. I've taken a victory point. Let's have a view up here. I'd like you to just continue trying to do that. You're out of fuel. I guess you didn't refuel before you set off. Well, in that case, cease. You as well. We'll try and pull you back towards the main road, get you supplied. These guys are away. Looks like the others are too. So, continue. You up there as well. Now, who do we send up to Benghazi? Do I send everyone? Yeah, I'm not going to split the force and send one division off up there by itself. We'll just advance generally up here. So we don't need to... Well, let's get recon out, find out if the British have anything around there. Recon up to the there, please. You're still reloading, and it's almost time for the end of the day. It's almost the end of the day. I was going to say time for the end of the turn. There we go. So successful in the sense that we've pushed back the next British outpost, but our forces are pretty strung out, not in good order. So we need to sort that out before we advance. Let's check out our losses. So we lost 17 tanks now. Are some of these losses coming from... Now some of them are the Italians, I suppose. I wondered if some of them were coming from attrition, trying to cross the desert. The British are in bad state on the Commonwealth forces. Let's see. Lost strength. I guess. Oh no, is the X's? Is that number of battles that they've fought? Maybe. I'm pretty sure the flank have been in combat. I'm going to have to dig out a manual and have a look, see what these indicators are. Yeah, because the two light tank regiments fought side by side in the same hex. Okay. Our losses, haven't checked that. So, losses, that's in terms of what is it in terms of troops? That's 3 guns lost there. Nothing from either of those. Strength. So that's... I'm confused because losses has 0. Strength 3... 3 times 12, 3 times 11, 2 times 11, 3 times 230, 4 times 230. These guys are all saying they're still at full strength. No, so that's the full strength, that's a full complement. We've got no losses recorded in here. Maybe it's just strengths, maybe it doesn't count individual, so if we've lost 40 men, for example, from this battalion, it's not showing up in there. I'm not entirely sure. Because having said that, that doesn't really add up. I don't think I've destroyed 12 Commonwealth units. Companies, maybe? Battalions. That's more likely. Yeah, I think that's so. Losses and kills, it's not individual troops or guns or tanks. It is actually the subdivisions of the units, so companies or battalions, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to put in a break. I'll come back for day 3 next time out, when I guess I will be consolidating the forces somewhat before we move on. Trying to find out where the next British lines are. There's an airfield at Mzus, so we perhaps do want to send maybe the Italian division, armoured division over here, and then pull it back along. Anyway, as I said, that's for the next part. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and hope to see you again next time. Cheers.